I got more messages from my ex, and I'm so tired of this. So on April 14th, he says, I miss the girls so much it kills me. I wish we could get along enough that we could all be in the same room, even just for a short visit. Crying face. So I said, how do you miss people you don't know? You long for the imaginary versions of the girls and I you've made up in your head. It's all that it is. If you'd come to terms with the fact that the people you miss never existed, you can convince yourself that this is all for the best, but you won't. That would require you to put others above yourself, and we both know you don't. I said, the version of me you knew is gone. Been gone for a while now. He said, yeah, I understand what you're saying. You're still the mother of my children, not getting away that easy. The mother of my children still exists. They both will always have a seat at my table if they choose to take it, and my children still exist. They also have a seat at my table. You guys are above me, you just don't see it because my mental health had gotten in the way, and you don't comprehend that yet. Chose to keep that version of me for your memory, but I forgive that. I'm a totally different person as well. Just like how my mental health isn't an issue at the moment, but you can't see that either. You can't see how the breakup disturbed me deeply and hurt me, and you choose to think that was the real me. Well, it wasn't. It was a tortured, hurt, and scared version of me that you chose to keep. That's on you. Yet I forgive you. Yet I forgive it all and sit here with arms wide open. And I always will. Don't matter who you've become, I'll always be here, waiting for you to come around and repair what's been done. Who you are and who you change into isn't the point. The fact that you're the mother of my children remains unchangeable. We all change. We all changed. I just wish you could see the progress I've made and let me be a part of my children's lives. Because their lives are better with me in it. Even though you picture me as something I'm not from my worst day. I think of you from a version of our best days, and you keep a version of me from our worst days. How convenient. Too bad we can't just find the middle. The girls' lives are better with me in it, end of story. I'm not as bad as you claim. Maybe back then I was during the breakup, but not in real life, and not now. I was an asshole with you, and I'm sorry for that. This is something you'll never have to worry about again. I've looked deep into that, and even spoke with a counselor about it. Even though you're not willing to take it, you'll always have a friend in me. You'll always have a safe place to vent and rest your head, and you'll never need to be alone, no matter how much you've changed. I know I fucked up back then, but you always have a door open with me that's safe. I can be selfless, but it's hard after being attacked. Regardless, there's always a place for you, and the girls here, the door is always open. Even if you were trying to kill me, I'd still let you in. That's how much I care about you guys. I don't like that that's where his head's at. He said, I'd probably pass on your delicious roast beef and mashed potatoes, though. And then he did like a rolly eye. Bet you still make a delicious spread, though. Hard to loose that once you get a good recipe down pat. I mean, unless you're trying to not be this Sarah I know who's a fantastic cook. I truly am sorry for what I became in the end, by the way. So I said, the end definitely did the most damage, but it was the up and downs of the relationship that changed me. Never knowing what I could do or say anything without getting a bad reaction from you. Never being able to grow as a person without you shaming it out of me. It was almost like I had to hate myself in order to love you more. I had to keep quiet if I wanted you to be happy. You didn't want a partner, you wanted a servant. I don't know why I got like this. I said, I don't mean to make you feel bad. I just want you to understand you forgiving me isn't necessary because I've been doing what I know is best for the girls. The girls are older now, and with that comes new challenges. New challenges I'm excited to tackle, but not without some advice and a bit of help from our moms. I had asked his mom if, well, at first I had said that I wanted to bring the girls to the island for like 3 weeks, and if she knew of like a place that I could rent, because she'd be working like during the day and stuff, and I didn't want to get in the way. But she had said, like, let me talk to Jason and I'll see if you guys can stay in the camper. And I was like, that's perfect. Like, of course. So we have a great relationship, her and I. So he says, ironically, you're not wrong. I came from a long line of men that worked out of town. The wife, in a sense, was the servant. They kept everything together while the man was out of town running his errands for him. In theory, the man didn't have a life, but a life was provided to the family. The man came home and was respected for providing. They didn't need any of that and did a good job taking care. You didn't need any of that and did a good job of taking care of yourself. I can only imagine how lonely you were. It was wrong to put you in that position. I didn't realize it until now, to be honest. He said, I'm hoping when you're ready you can forgive me for how I used to think and how I was. Obviously, I wouldn't treat you like that ever again. It's how I was raised to manage a family and see that it's outdated and that I was stuck in my ways and views. You're very right, though. Like I said, I wasn't lonely. I surrounded myself with family and used any free time I had to make plans for us when you got back. I was used to the out-of-town work. Your behavior and attitude while you were in and out of town, that was the problem. I was happy to help you do your jobs around the apartment, take care of your oldest daughter. I was fine taking on everything. It was keeping you happy that I couldn't figure out. Just when he said sorry. And I just said, I don't hold it against you. I know you couldn't see what you were doing at the time. Just how he doesn't see that he hasn't changed, that's what scares me. He hasn't changed.